Hello, my lovely Leo. Welcome to your June 2020 reading. Hope this reading finds you well, healthy, safe. This is a general reading for you, my lovely Leos. It's a reading for Leo's sun, rising and moon sign. Also listen to your rising sign and moon sign. Some months they will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there, which is going to be more specific to you. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you will know when I'm posting videos for you, so you don't miss out and you get to be one of the first to have a listen to what's in store for you. So I'm just creating your wonderful spread here to see what June holds for you, my lovely Leo. It's an interesting time, you know. I'm hearing for you, Leo, that I feel like a lot of you are really going to want to withdraw a little bit in June. Withdraw into yourselves to rediscover you, rediscover what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do. Getting back in touch with you. I feel like I'd want to say some of you are going to want to eliminate the distractions and really reflect and redefine who you are and where you're headed and what you're doing. I want to say that there are going to be many of you that are going to be feeling dissatisfied with what their life has held to this point, and that they will be seeking something that's going to bring them more satisfaction. A sense of completion, a sense of usefulness, a sense of, I want to say, you're posing the big questions. What's life about? Why are we here? How do we manifest? Where am I going? What am I meant to be doing? You're posing those really big life questions. Big month. Wow. You know, you're seeking answers, you're seeking understanding, you're seeking more than what you have had to this point. So there's got to be more. There's got to be more to this than just what I see here. So you're really asking the very, very big questions. What's led you to that? I feel like there's a dissatisfaction coming from the past, whether it's a betrayal or a disappointment in someone that you put a lot of faith in, a lot of sadness, someone that has moved out of your life, where there's been an attachment, but there's also this sense of sadness in that distancing, in that person leaving your life. But there's also, wow, I feel like for many of you, you've been so caught up in what you're doing and what you felt was important that there was a lot of self-deception, a lot of self-betrayal in not honouring you, not honouring the self. And it's through nothing that you've done other than you've been so busy and distracted by things in your life that you haven't really pondered the big questions. And pondering the big questions, it's almost like, wow, you know, that's how I was deceiving myself. For a lot of you, it's a third person that, you know, that was deceiving, that disappointed you, that you thought would be there and they weren't. And that's been the trigger for what's coming into June for you. Mind you, timing's different for all of you, as I always say, and this is something that I feel like I want to say to you. Your natal charts are all very different, and so I feel like some of you have been through this already. Some of you might not be in June, it might be July, but it's something that you're going to be going through, something that's going to be triggered. So let's ponder the big question. Why are you feeling like this at this point in time? What's going on around you that has triggered these thoughts, that has created this sort of feeling of being unsettled? Not, there's not enough, there's got to be more. You've got the Ace of Swords. Interesting, because the Ace of Swords is an air sign, and it's about the mind. It's about knowledge, it's about skills, it's about new learning, it's about this new awareness. This is thinking, this is pondering, and this is what you're doing. You're thinking about, you're pondering the big questions in life. Those big things are coming up in life where you're questioning, you're seeking answers, you're seeking information, you're seeking knowledge. This is really what's going on for you in June. So it's interesting that you've got the Ace of Swords. There is learning here for you if you're open to it. If you're open to it. This is going to depend on you. May still not want to look at it, and that's okay. That's where you are. There's no judgment there, certainly not from me. But if you're ready to embrace this new learning, pondering the big questions, finding the big answers, then June is absolutely going to be the month where that's going to happen. It's crossed with the Knight of Coins, and the Knight of Coins is about charging ahead. So these ponderings, these questions that you're asking yourself, this seeking that you're doing, the Knight is always about charging ahead. It's about charging ahead to find the answers, charging ahead to bring in the reality that you're wanting, the future that you're seeking, the future of Pentacles is about abundance, but that's happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment, as well as finances. What's important here to you? What are you seeking? It's time to take action. It's time to bring in those changes. It's time to seek. Go out and seek. Knights always go where angels fear to tread. Really ask the big questions. Look for the answers. You will receive those answers. Those answers will be coming to you. You're also at a point in June where you've got the Two of Swords here, and it's about making choices and decisions. So there's changes that you're wanting to bring in. And I feel like they're changes that you've been thinking about for quite some time. Changes that you're wanting to bring in, and June's going to be the month to bring those in. It's about collecting information, collecting data, not making decisions blindly, because that's where the difficulty will be. But if you're making decisions as an informed person, knowing what you're seeking, knowing what direction you're moving in, knowing what you're wanting out of life, those decisions are going to be easy ones. They're no longer decisions. They are just the way it is. So it's going to be a lot easier with that accumulation of knowledge and information that you're going to be getting, that is going to bring to you this sense of, I'm not satisfied journeying down this path that I'm going on. I need to veer off this path a little bit or create a new path. There's changes afoot here for you in June, and they're going to really start. For some of you, as I said, it's already started, and for some of you, it will start in June. But it's going to come about. The triggers are going to be there. You've got the Page of Swords here, and again, you see you've got a lot of swords, and swords is about thinking. It's about the mind. It's about processing. The Page of Swords is about planning for your future. Planning and processing. There's nothing that you do in haste, which is what it triggers, this making of decisions. But because the page is there, it's telling me that you're planning it, you're accumulating, you're collecting information, you're collecting knowledge, you're collecting facts so that you can make informed choices and decisions about your next move. It's as if I want to move from here, I want to move onto solid ground. I'm not making flippant choices and decisions. You're making life-changing choices and decisions that I feel are going to be with you for the next 10 years. So it's really planning for your future, really laying down those strong, firm, big stepping stones for you to be able to walk across to your new future. This is the foundations that you're laying here for the next decade. So very, very interesting. Very interesting, because it's also going to trigger, you're walking away from something, but you're walking away from, it's going to be different for different people. Some of you are going to be walking away from a job that you thought you were really dedicated to. Some of you are going to be walking away from a relationship. Some of you are going to be walking away from your old self and reinventing yourself, creating a new self. There's this reinvention of you, walking away from old behaviors and patterns and cycles. It's going to be different for all of you, but it's not something that's forced upon you. This is something that you're ready to do because you're moving ahead. You're moving forward into a future that you want to create, into a future that you're ready to receive. Honoring the self, you're going to be rewarded with what's coming your way. So this is all going to build up to this. I'm ready to leave this past behind. I'm ready to leave this old self behind. I'm ready to leave this old job behind. This is just this reinvention, my lovely Leos. A lot of thinking, a lot of processing going on here, but it's really going to take you to firmer ground. It's going to take you to a reality, a future that you want to create, that you're in charge of. You're not being pulled in different directions by many other factors and people and situations. You're really honouring the self here in this forward movement. Through June, here you've got the Knight of Cups. You've got a lot of action here as well. There's not just thinking and processing, but there's taking action. The Knight of Cups is messages coming your way. Messages over the ethers, over the internet, emails, correspondence over water, correspondence over distances. Someone at a distance is going to be corresponding with you, is going to be communicating with you. Emails, texts, messages over the ethers, phones, whatever modality you want to use. There's communication with the distance. Over water for some of you, someone that is on an emotional has an emotional connection to you as well. So there's going to be that communication. It's going to open up opportunities, open up communication globally for some of you, which is going to lead to the Ten of Cups. It's going to see all of this by the end of June. You're going to feel really you have arrived. You've arrived. I want to say what I'm hearing here is you've arrived back to the self. You have arrived, you've done the full circle and the full cycle, and you've come back to the self. You've come back to you. You have come home to yourself. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm going to give you. And those words are quite powerful. They're quite beautiful. You've come home to the self. Feeling safe and secure and balanced and complete, full cycle. But it's also going to lead you to a feeling of security, of being loved, of being surrounded by loved ones, of being safe, of creating a reality that you have wanted to create, that you've dreamt about creating, of security, of stability. And you're going to be feeling emotionally quite secure in this by the end of June, in what you're working towards and what you're creating. You're going to be feeling quite secure about all of that. I really like that. Moving forward, there's a real excitement because you've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is finding your life's purpose. So you really do work it out. Finding your life's purpose, moving forward with enthusiasm and excitement and swiftness. Once you make these decisions, once you rediscover the self, once you are on, you really reestablish yourself, you're going to be surprised at how quickly opportunities come your way, how quickly things that you've gotten moved on from and moved out of your life are going to be filled with what you want to have there. Where you're working, you're going to be working, there's this newfound enthusiasm, newfound passion, rediscovering your life's purpose, doing what you're wanting to do. Things are going to happen and fall into place really, really quickly for you, and there's a whole lot of new beginnings here. Very, very fiery. very fiery, and a lot of forward movement. This, of course, is your suit as well, you know, so you're going to be feeling very, very much at home in that fieriness, in that swiftness, in making decisions. You know, towards the end of June, it's making choices and decisions quickly, knowing yes or no whether you want to do something or not do something, yes or no, I'll take this on, I won't take this on, which direction do you want to move in, because things are going to be hitting you thick and fast. There's going to be a lot of opportunities coming your way, thinking on your feet. You're going to be starting to feel very, very fulfilled. Things are moving in the direction that you thought that they would, that you were planning for them to move into, and things are going to start to fall into place very, very quickly by the end of June. So you've then also got the Six of Cups. So don't forget, in all of that hecticness and thinking and processing and reinventing yourself, to have fun. Don't forget to also have fun. Nurture that inner child. A lot of the blocks that you're going to be investigating have come from your childhood as well, but for some of you. For others of you, it's about don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to live in the now. Don't forget to enjoy the moment as well. Don't be so caught up in what future you're going to create for yourself that you are forgetting to live in the now, forgetting to get the pleasures from the moment, the pleasures from what is around you. That is also going to be so important for you, my lovely Leos. What an action-filled month this is going to be for you. It's just really exciting. There's this new Leo coming up, this new lion standing proud, standing strong. You are going to rediscover your own strength, rediscover your own confidence, because I feel like for some of you, not all of you, but for some of you, I feel like you've been living under someone's shadow for a long time. You've not really found your footing, found your strength, and June is going to absolutely be the month energetically that's going to support you in that, in finding your strength. I'm drawing a card from Osho Zen Tarot, and let's see what Osho has to say. Look. Oh, it's jumping out of me. Courage. Out of that hard rock, that life, the difficulties, the sadness, the obstacles that you've had to overcome, that harshness, when that cracks open, you have a flower, and the flower is just so soft, and it's growing out of those difficulties in life. And that's where you need to find your courage, because know that everything that has transpired in the past has led you to exactly this point where you're finding yourself now. And out of that, beauty grows, your true self grows. You can retain your softness even through those lessons. It's about taking with you the knowledge that you've learned, what you have learned from them, not the actual lesson itself, but what has made you who you are. And it's about finding that courage in June to really find yourself and honor yourself and move forward and make choices about what you want to do, where you want to go, where you want to be, what future you want to create for yourself. It's your time to shine. It's your time to shine, Leo. How lovely. Angels of Abundance. Let's see what they have to say for you. What's your affirmation for the month of June? Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what is here for you. Well, they're taking their time about showing me something. What card's going to jump out for you, my lovely Leos? They're still deciding. They're still deciding. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right. Dreams of abundance. This is your plans. This is your moving forward. This is the foundation that's being laid in June for you. As you sleep, God, your angels and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. That's fantastic. So stay calm, honor the self. The universe is directing you, is guiding you through this transition that is setting you up for this new decade, this real rediscovery. So I hope that resonates for you, my wonderful Leos. You're strong, you have courage, and an exciting future ahead. So I wish you many, many blessings for your next chapter. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a private reading from there that will be specific to you.